I'm so happy to be hosting this session of FDCI Lakme Fashion Week and Wazir X NFT marketplaces coming together. I'm Sujata Asamo, journalist and author. Digital is no longer a trend. It's an essential part of the fashion industry. And with so many international fashion brands going the NFT way, it's finally coming to India. And the first designer to drop his collection on the Wazir X NFT marketplace is Manish Malhotra. It'll be done at the FDCI Lakme Fashion Week platform. And we are here to discuss the futures of NFT and Indian fashion. And we have some real NFT experts with us. Vishaka Singh is the co-founder and VP at Wazir X NFT Marketplace, a crypto enthusiast, an actor, film producer, and creator herself. Vishaka understands the sentimental value of art. She's also the winner of Woman Entrepreneur Quest Challenge 2017 that was hosted by the Government of India's Department of Science and Technology. Nischal Shetty is the founder and CEO of Wazir X, and he has appeared on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. A software engineer by education, the founder of Crowdfire, a social media management product with over 20 million users. Wazir X is India's largest cryptocurrency exchange and was recently acquired by Binance and has over 8 million users. From the world of fashion, we have Manish Malhotra. I don't think he needs much introduction to any of us. Congratulations, Manish, on being the first designer to be a part of this marketplace. And Jaspreet Thandok, known to most of us in fashion simply as JC. He heads Rise Worldwide Lifestyle Business, which includes IPs such as Lakme Fashion Week, Geo Wonderland, The Voice of Fashion, the Circular Design Challenge, and Shore, India's largest commitment to sustainability. So I'm going to start this discussion with you, Nischal. Just to simply put it out there, what is an NFT to all of us that perhaps are not so technologically sound?
Look, I think, the term NFT sounds a little too technical. So the thing is, the full form is non-fungible token. Again, honestly, I did not.
What did you repeat that?
Fungible token.
Non-fungible token. Okay, great.
Yeah, and for a long time, even I did not know what fungible and non-fungible meant. So to just give an understanding of that, fungible is take the example: I have a 100 rupee note and you have a 100 rupee note, and we exchange that. We are still with the same value, which is 100 rupees. It doesn't matter, which in the currency. It doesn't matter which note you have. It's the same if it's worth 100. But let's take the example of art. I have a painting and you have one, and they'll be both valued differently, and we cannot simply exchange them. So that's called non-fungible, and that's the whole concept, non-fungible token, which is everything is unique. And now, when this was not possible before NFTs got into the picture. In the online world, for example, if you had an image, you could very well just copy paste that image, and everyone could use it. So NFTs are making it possible for you to own a unique image on the internet, and it only belongs to you. So this whole uniqueness or digital scarcity, as they call it, is what NFTs are making possible. So the moment this technology came, people started, and it's very new. It's just 3 years old.
But is it? I mean, how old would you say the NFT technology is?
So 2017 is when the whole NFT concept began. And though it was still very niche and still being experimented, and I think the last 6 to 12 months is where it's really blown up globally, everywhere.
It's because like now you're hearing of so many international brands working with it, and it's become, in the art world, I know it's become a term that's just huge.
Right. It started with CryptoKitties. If you heard of the term, there were just cat images being created in 2017. Oh, wow. And now it's grown and new use cases are emerging.
So Manish, you're of course a veteran, if you don't mind me using that word. You've been around
older.
3 decades.
Veteran always means older.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I get used. People use that word with me too, so if it makes you feel any better. But you are a veteran. You have navigated this industry from pre-digital to digital. Also, were one of the first designers to really embrace the influencer culture. So in many ways, you're always ahead of the curve. How do you feel NFT is going to change the fashion industry? How is it going to shake up things?
Well, to be very honest, I'm intrigued. I'm very excited, and I'm always wanting to plunge into something that is so new. And I also, along with the entire team that is here today, want to explore this new avenue. When I got to know a lot about it, Zeus, my manager, spoke about it some months ago to me, and I was very intrigued. I had a meeting with my digital team, and they spoke about it, and I said, that is interesting. I want to get into this. And then Nikita from Rise and Jaspreet spoke to me about it, and I said, okay, I really want to get into this now. It's a new world, and it's somewhere for me, it also kind of, like social media, goes back into your journey and makes a lot of the images and a lot of thoughts that you've kind of narrated earlier in your life. It makes it universal, right? It also makes it makes it immortal, actually, in a way. And when it's possessed by somebody else, and it makes you feel good that there is a lot of your work which now is going to be acquired, which is now going to be a part of somebody else as well, and for life and for exchange. And I think that is very interesting. And as a personality, I love to jump into things and discover.
You've had what? This year you've had your fine jewelry, you've had your skincare line, you've announced your you're going to be a director, and now NFT. I mean, it's a lot. So this must have been something really exciting that you decided to take the plunge.
No, that's what I said, that it's an unexplored world. It's just begun, and I'm sure there's a lot. We have such good people involved in it, and seeing a lot more, a bright future in it. And I think for all of us as designers and as artists or musicians or directors or film people or whatever, it's another medium to express, to go back to your work and let somebody else own it too. So I think NFT has so much of diversity as well, right? It's got so many different unknown talents, artists coming up, and there's just so much. Even what we are kind of working on is a hand sketch, is a GIF, is an illustration, is a video clip. There's so much to learn and observe. So I'm very intrigued, honestly. Even I have to discover it. I have to get to know more. I don't know too much on it, but I'm excited about it for sure. It's truly excited.
So Vishaka, as someone who's been an actor and a film producer, and you're a co-founder, you're really what they call a multi-hyphenate. But what's really interesting is that you see things from a creative perspective. Tell us why creative people need to look at NFTs, and how can this really be a great revenue source for creative people? How can this new age technology be something that creative people look at?
That's a great question, Sujata. I started off being as an actor. I dabbled in films very briefly, and then started producing independent films. And the core behind any work that you take up, when you're an actor, your audience is important to you. When you're a film producer, again, you need your audience to come and see your films. When you're a startup co-founder or founder, you need a community, you need your customers. So the community remains the common factor, in all of these arenas that I've been in. So when it came to the NFT space, especially during the pandemic, I think NFTs NFTs got propelled by the passion economy, because the pandemic put a pause to everything that we were doing. As a film producer, as an actor, you just have to, I think everybody just had to be at home, and we had to figure out ways to pause, reflect, and then figure out ways to distribute the content that we already had. And with NFTs, taking over in such a big way, a lot of new age artists and innovators kind of got excited, and they literally paused and said, "Hey, what is this exactly?" Now, with in the last 10 years, especially in the last 6 years, the social media landscape has changed completely. So when non-fungible tokens came about, everybody, of course, was game to trying it out, and primarily it was innovators. Like Manish said, he's willing to learn. So I think as long as you have the learner's attitude, this would be the perfect place for a creator to be in. Now, why not NFTs? The advantage is that as long as you own the IP of what you have created, you don't just have to put it out on social media. I mean, as an actor, if I do a photo shoot, it's an expense for me. As a brand, if I do a photo shoot, as a film producer, I do a photo shoot during my film release, the poster is an expense that I incur. But if I put that content on the blockchain as an NFT, I can actually recover that cost. It is a stream of revenue for me. I recover my expense. That's one. Two is it's a great form of community engagement. So, with NFTs, I think what happens is A, you're able to monetize your content as long as you own the IP of that. Two is it's not just a piece of art that you're selling on the blockchain. Mm-hmm. It is a tradable asset. So the front end is the art aspect of it, but it's at the back end where it's an asset that people trade with. And your community that actually buys your NFT is not your regular fans from a 2-tier or 3-tier city. These are crypto savvy fintech people, startup from the startup ecosystem, maybe, who understand tech. They are your future potential investors in some ways as well. Very, very smart people who understand the value of what they are buying. And again, another thing that really, really excites me about NFTs is that whenever the collector who buys your NFT sells it in the secondary market to somebody else, you continue to enjoy a lifetime of royalties from that. So it's great, your ownership is proven, you get royalties, it's a new stream of revenue, it's community engagement. I could go on and on about it.
Also, I think like clothes, like when somebody buys your clothes and they possess some of your work. Now, this is a tangible exchange on digital platform. So it's not the garment, but it's a lot more that they are also going to have with them, and then they exchange it with someone else. So there is a whole movement of your work going through different people, which is exciting, I think.
Absolutely.
And can you share a little bit about what the audience can expect from your first NFT drop? What are the items that are going to be available?
Well, we're still working on them, and some things are as a surprise as well. But there are a lot of interesting. The first drop has a lot of interesting. What should I say? The first drop represents the journey of the brand. Different iconic artists.
So you're going to be looking back, as you said.
Looking back for sure, different artists who have walked the ramp, and there have been some special moments. There's so many actors who wear my clothes, but these, I feel these were moments which were quite instrumental in making the label where it is. There's also, before I launched my label in 1999, I'd opened a store, you remember, called Reverie, and I'd done my first photo shoot, and I'd done it at the Gateway of India outside Taj. And there's some beautiful black and white pictures of that. And that's also going to be there, one of those pictures. Wow. So it's really down the memory lane. In fact, when we were sitting on all the selection, I was like, oh, look at that. Yes, we should, kind of share this. And for me, it's always the belief in future and technology is important. So that's the most exciting part, right? In fact, when we also opened our first and only virtual VR experience store, on our website, we opened that, and I was like very intrigued when my team was working on it. I said, oh, virtually people are going to see our store. So there's something so amazing about technology, and the reach is so wide out there. And I think this is going to be the future of exchange for sure.
Jaspreet, tell us, why was it so important for Lakmé Fashion Week to be kind of the first people to bring NFT to us, to the fashion community?
I think as a fashion platform, our partnership with the FDCI makes the FDCI X Lakmé Fashion Week as the fashion week for the country. I think it's important as a platform to always keep innovating in the space that we are in. For us, we are a platform for designers to grow their businesses in various ways. And we feel that, bringing this, interaction with WazirX, creating knowledge about the NFT platform for a larger community actually helps us, let's take care of what we set out to do, which is to continue innovating and building businesses for Indian designers. So that's why it becomes important. Obviously, we are always more than glad, to have Manish kickstart some of our initiatives. Just from the perspective of how great he is, in sharing a narrative to a much larger community of people. I think there's nobody who engages, a large cross section of people at various spaces. as he does. I remember we'd done the first virtual reality show in Fashion Week in 2017, which was a fully scripted VR experience. And we had done it with Manish then, and it ended up being the most watched organic video on Facebook in fashion in India ever at that moment. And it became a global case study for Facebook. So we are hoping,
the same will happen again.
So I hope this becomes the next global case study for Indian fashion and for NFTs and how we can actually build this over a period of time. So from the perspective of the technology of it all and the understanding of it all, I think it was important to have let's say experts work with us, and that's why the WazirX team has been more than fantastic in educating not just us but all our partners and designers in the community about it. So we're very glad with this partnership, and to innovate is to remain relevant in this industry. So we just like to kind of stay a little ahead of the curve. And thank you for not calling me veteran. I really appreciate it.
So you never know, and you never know, there might be NFT outfits, in future. They just might be NFT outfits. You never know, right? Where it all goes. That's the fun part, the exploring part. One should never really.
I think that is the future, right, Nischal? I mean, do you think Indians are ready to take it to that level? And do you think? I think we are a little behind in starting in fashion, but do you think eventually we will be the global?
I think Indians catch up really well, and I think they're going to really. I think that's the mood. Once we've all come out of the lockdowns, I think we are in a mood to explore. We're in a mood to take that step ahead, get into technology, and move many leaps ahead, and forget the last 1.5 years.
Yeah, let's please. So you think the Indian fashion consumer Nischal is excited about NFTs? And do you think this is the right time, or do you still think it's going to take off? I mean, how do you think timing-wise? How did you choose this fashion week and now to launch this?
I think so. We launched our platform about 3.5 months ago, and we've seen some tremendous response from both the creators as well as the collectors. I think what has happened is if you look at the technological progress of India, we started slow, but I think now we've caught on. A lot of the tech, it's not like it comes to India after 5 years or 10 years and you have to wait for it. Because it's tech, we can all jump in at the same time. So I don't think we should anyways stay back and wait for the West to do it. We should. It's probably time for us to show everyone that we can innovate and be the first movers. And I think what Manish said is very interesting. NFT wearables. In fact, that's something that's really just being spoken about. And maybe we could push for that. And wearables. Think about this. Our online personas today are just about images. What if we could add NFT elements to them, like a branded, from a particular artist, where your avatar maybe has a shirt or a kurta that belongs to a particular label, and it's unique because you bought it. No one else can just copy it and use it. So it's probably time for you to get those unique online identities, and this is where I think these NFT variables will really gel in really amazing. And recently, Twitter spoke about supporting NFTs natively. So what happens is, Twitter will make sure that you only attach maybe the original NFTs. So even if there's an NFT available, only one or two of you can have it, and the rest of the world will just have to have a look at it. So that's where the transferability, where it becomes an asset. Now, if someone wants that particular NFT on their avatar, maybe they'll have to go and buy it from you. So that's where the value also increases. And unlike the real world, I think the online world, these NFTs don't go bad, because they're digital. They'll always remain that way, and you can just keep selling it and buying it and exchanging with each other. So NFT variables is something very interesting. The other concept is where the real world items that you buy will also have an NFT with that. So you've bought a real world item, and there's a significant like a NFT of that. So maybe the item is usable and the NFT is sellable. So variety of combination. There are so many designs in history that you probably wouldn't use it maybe today, but on the NFT world, it becomes like that significant point in time which you own today. and you can then go and sell it off. So I think quite a few innovation is just very early days. You can do so many things, and I think Indians are ready for it. And I'm glad that we are doing this. This is one more step towards getting out to the people and seeing how they react to it. And that's where the innovation is. You're early. Sometimes you're too early, but I think right now it's probably the right time for us to get into NFTs.
It also exists in games and all of it. So it's exciting to see how it pans out in India, right? And how it pans out in fashion, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be, that's the excitement part, right? That's the exciting part.
Jaspreet, well, Manish is the first to launch and is the innovator of this space in India. Will you think more designers join in? What can we expect from the larger LFW family? And I know that craftsmanship and artisanal work is something very important to Lakme Fashion Week. So how can artisans embrace this new age technology? How can the old and the new come together?
So we're hoping that with this first NFT drop with Manish, it creates a lot of buzz in the industry. And then we hope to have, let's say other designers follow with their drops over the next couple of months. But one of the things that at least as a platform, we will be focusing on is to see if we can actually tie up with a few artisans, create special NFTs that talk about the craft, because then it is not just, let's say, purchase of the craft, it's also a conversation around the craft in a technology space. And I think that's something that, we've wanted to focus on over a period of time, on how we bring, let's say, the craft onto digital spaces as well, because there's a value to, perhaps a certain type of print that is created, or, some sort of craft innovation created by some craftsmen. We would want to tell those stories even in the digital interfaces that we make. So, that's something that we will focus on. Our current focus remains on making this a big talking point at this Fashion Week with Manish's drop. And I think we're going to take it from there, as a conversation. I'm pretty sure Manish's appetite will only get whetted with the first drop, and he'll be having a conversation right after on, what he wants to plan, as he, gets into the industry. So for us, it's just the gateway of creating these interfaces and interactions between partners. And then, it's up to, let's say the creators and the designers to, run with it, in the manner that they feel is best for their businesses. But we're glad to, let's say, throw our proverbial hat in so that at least, there's a checkbox that says did it first. Who doesn't want that?
Everyone wants that. And Manish, as someone who, as the first designer who has done this, perhaps you'd like to share something you learned through this process with the other creatives who are watching this, something that they may not, that you learned about NFTs that you are just fascinated by.
I was fascinated by it. And I think that, like I mentioned earlier, imagine that your work, and this time it's not an outfit, it's something that you've done in the past or you thinking of, is now moving on to other people. And it's becoming an exchange of, of something that you have done. And not just for designers, I think for illustrators, visualizers, GIF creators, animators, videographers, there's so much that is going to happen for all of these people. If you ask me, I look at it as a new industry of exchange of art and culture and, making things completely timeless and out there. I think it's going to be a new world. And remember what I said, there are going to be NFT outfits.
I can't wait for that. I have to say that NFT wearables is something that really does excite, I think, all of us in the industry. I think this has been a really good, though, first ready reckoner to understanding what NFTs are. But I'd love to ask Vishaka, if people want to know more about this, is there any place you think we should go to read more and learn more? How do we stay up to date on what is going on in NFTs?
I think if you're curious, Google has all the answers. But I think a great way to start on NFTs would be to just come to our WazirX NFT Marketplace channel on YouTube. We've got all the answers there as to what are NFTs, how to mint your first NFT, how to collect NFTs. One can also come to our platform, which is nft.wazirx.org. You've got all the knowledge repository there. And I think, the world's your oyster here. Most of our community is primarily between the age group of 18 to 28-year-old boys, young men. And apart from that, we have some very, very young NFT artists, as young as 12 and 13-year-olds who are now dropping their NFTs and creating their artworks. I think if, as I said, they're very curious. And if you're curious, you can just find all the material out there.
Definitely seems like NFT is a very exciting future in fashion. And as you said, they should be checking out nft.wazir.org to get Manisha's first drop and also to learn more. Thank you all so much for joining me today and decoding this world that seems so mysterious, NFT and fashion, but I think is going to be part of our everyday lives very soon. Thanks so much, Nischal, JC, Vishaka, and Manish. And I look forward to checking out the drop. I'm going to do that right now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.